Hey, you're not still sleeping, are you? Have you cleaned up everything from breakfast yet?
I'm sorry. I'm planning to do that right now. It still hurts to move.
Just get it done. Are you telling me you haven't done anything yet today? Zoe and I ate breakfast at 7:30.
I'm sorry. It hurts really bad today. It's my period again. I feel really bad and I can't get out of bed.
You think just because you're on your period you can sit around doing nothing all day? What would you do if I wasn't supporting you and letting you stay at home and be a housewife? Don't tell me women can't work or do anything on their period. I think you're getting a little too comfortable staying at home all the time. If any woman working here pulled what you pull every month, they'd be fired in a second.
Elliot, I told you this so many times before. Please listen to me. A woman's period and menstrual pain is different for each woman. Some women have almost no symptoms at all. Some throw up a lot, and some can barely move with the pain.
Well, you're the only woman I've ever met who says they can't move when they're on their period. I've even talked to a bunch of women about this, and they all told me you're the only one they've ever heard of who can't move. Half the people at work here, and about half the people I ever went to school with are women. It seems pretty strange to me that you're the only one like this, doesn't it?
I'm not surprised. This isn't a common condition. And I'm sure women who do have this condition won't want to talk about it to random men.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'm sick of hearing your excuses. I don't care so much if you want to pull this stunt with me, but your little charade is setting a bad example for our daughter. She's going to be finishing high school soon, and this is the kind of example you set for her? It never used to be like this. This is something you've been pulling a lot these past couple of years, though. And this year, every single month you've been doing this for a few days. You just lay at home complaining about your period pain. You don't clean the house, and you force us to make our own meals and do our own laundry too. Aren't you ashamed? Your only job is to take care of things at home, and you don't even do that sometimes. I mean it, what kind of example are you setting for Zoe? Do you want her to act like this when she gets a boyfriend, or worse yet, a job? Heck, what if she pulls this stunt herself in college just so she can skip class a few days every month? She'll flunk out and she'll never even get a job, and it'll be all your fault.
This isn't a stunt. I'm not doing this to get out of doing the housework. I want to cook meals for you and Zoe, and I want my house to look nice. But this medicine the doctor gave me doesn't work like that. It helps with the pain a bit, but sometimes when I take it, I still can't get out of bed. And sometimes it makes me really drowsy too. Do you think I like being like this?
Hey, don't try to turn this around and start getting mad at me. I support you so you don't have to work, and this is how you treat me? Your only job is to look after the house, Zoe, and me. If you can't do that, what do you think is going to happen?
Come on, Elliot. You don't understand menstrual pain. You have to understand where I'm coming from with this. It's been really bad lately.
Elliot, it's been really bad lately. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of hearing that. Just shut up and listen to what I'm telling you. You're setting a bad example for Zoe, and I won't stand for it anymore.
Why can't you understand how painful this is for me?
Stop acting like a little kid. You're a grown woman, for Pete's sake. You start feeling a little under the weather and you act like it's the end of the world. How many years have you been a woman now? You should be used to this. No other woman is complaining like you are, so stop lying. Every other woman around here seems to be putting up with their period and working as usual. I've got nothing more to say about this. I want you to take a look at the papers I left in my office. They're on the left side of my desk. You can't miss them. Read them right away. Hey, reply back. Oh, don't tell me you're laying down again for your period pain.
Can't talk, at the hospital now. Took an ambulance.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Passed out from the pain, fell down.
Don't be stupid. It's not like menstrual pain can do that. Did you call an ambulance just for that? You know they're not free, right? I can't believe you'd be so selfish. Someone might have really needed that ambulance while you're using it as a taxi to go to the hospital. Not to mention the cost. You've crossed the line this time. Using your pain as an excuse is one thing. Wasting my money on your charade is a whole other. Answer me.
The person at the dry cleaner called the ambulance.
It's all in your head. Your PMS isn't that bad. No one's is.
The prescription medicine in the house was gone.
Oh, that's because I threw it out.
What?
I threw it all out. I didn't want you using it as an excuse anymore. You said the side effect was drowsiness, so you'd never do anything after taking it. You just go lay down and not do the housework or cook for us. But then you'd go and say the medicine never helped your pain anyway. Do you think I'm stupid? If it never worked, why would you keep taking it? You did it just to use it as an excuse to not do anything. So I threw it all out. That way you'd have no more excuses.
I can't believe you do that. You're terrible. You forced her to take your suit to the cleaners even when she told you her pain was too bad to move? She passed out at the counter at the cleaners.
She.
If you're going to throw out Mom's medicine, how about we just throw you out?
Mom's medicine. Who is this?
It's Zoe, Dad. Who else would it be? You only have one kid.
Huh? Zoe? But Zoe should be at school right now. Who is this really? Are you just trying to confuse me so I'd stop yelling at you via text? Don't try to get out of this conversation, Andrea. I'm mad enough with you as it is. What do you think you'll achieve from this?
Dad, it's me. We only had a half day of school today. I told you that before. The hospital called our house when Mom got taken there by ambulance. They're not letting her out yet. She's laying down, sleeping in a hospital bed.
Huh? Is this really Zoe? But then, why do you have your mom's phone?
I'm in Mom's hospital room. I saw her cell phone kept getting messages and it showed they were from you. So I unlocked her phone to reply to you and tell you what happened. But that's when I saw what kind of messages you were sending her. Dad, are you always talking to Mom like this? I can't believe you do that.
Zoe, you saw how your mom was acting. She wouldn't even make us dinner, and she'd just blame it on PMS. She just laid down all day watching TV in the bedroom. When she was like that, you had to do all the laundry and cooking yourself. Don't you think Mommy was being selfish?
What? She never made me do those things. I just did them to help her out. It's not like you did anything to help her. And it's only a few days a month. I didn't think helping out was a big deal. Mom does everything for us all the other days of the month. Why are you being so mean to her? Why don't you let her rest when she's in pain like this? The normal thing to do would be to let her rest, don't you think?
The normal thing to do? I don't like when you use the word normal with a situation like this. What's going on here isn't normal. No other woman do this during PMS.
How can you say that? There's so many different medical conditions in the world. Just because one isn't common doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Mom's condition is bad enough that she gets prescription medicine for it. And then you go and throw that out? You're treating her like garbage. She's in the hospital now because of you. I don't want a dad who treats my mom like this. If you won't even help a family member when they're in pain, then you're not really family at all. And I don't need or want a dad like that.
Zoe, good morning. I saw you made breakfast for me. I was really happy, and it tasted great too. Does this mean you forgive me? Does this mean you're not talking to me anymore?
Huh?
I
I think you need to get Mom to forgive you before you message me.
I do. Why? The doctor said Mom passed out because of menstrual pain. It wasn't my fault.
Ah, if you still don't think this is your fault, I've got nothing to say to you.
Wait, just hold on. I've got something I need to ask you.
What?
Are you and Mommy going on a trip?
Oh, that. So you've noticed we've packed some suitcases, huh?
Yeah, I see you've packed all the suitcases we have, actually. Isn't it a little mean to be going on a big vacation like that without asking Daddy to come too?
It's not a vacation. We're going to live with Grandma and Grandpa.
With Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah. You turned your back on your family, so we don't want to be around you anymore.
Wait. Don't you think you're exaggerating a little? I didn't turn my back on anyone.
Exaggerating? And what part of that am I exaggerating? Mom was sick, and her pain was so bad that she had to stay in bed. But instead of letting her rest, you decided to throw her medicine away and made her run errands for you?
But Mom's not sick. PMS isn't a sickness. All other women can put up with it and handle it just fine. Your mom's just using it as an excuse.
No, she's not. You may be right about PMS not being a sickness, but her pain is very real, and the doctors are aware of it. That's why she has special medicine for it. Just because not everybody's period is as bad as hers doesn't mean that nobody gets it really bad.
Really? Zoe, you seem to know a lot. You're pretty smart. I'm not surprised, though. You are my daughter after all.
Oh, don't try to flatter me. And anyway, this isn't something you should need to have your daughter explain to you. It's pitiful. If you'd have just done a little bit of research on your own.
You're right. I'll do some research on the internet during my lunch break today.
Really? You'd better. You need to know just how bad it really is for Mom.
So, if I do that, you guys won't abandon me?
I guess that'll depend on you. I'm not going to forgive you for how you've been treating Mom, but...
Zoe, just hold on a second.
What? I can't wait long. I've got homeroom in a few minutes.
Sorry, but my stomach hurts really bad. Hold on, let me just run to the bathroom for a minute.
Oh, good. So it's finally starting to show some effect.
Huh?
All that breakfast I made for you today, the scrambled eggs, the homemade muffins. I made it all with expired milk. And I don't mean just by 1 or 2 days. It had lumps.
What? Why?
I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what Mom goes through every month. Don't worry. A little stomach ache, bloating, or diarrhea will be nothing compared to what Mom deals with. And it'll be over in a short time, nowhere near as long as Mom has to put up with it for. Everyone's PMS is different, but lots of women experience stomach aches, bloating, and even vomiting. Hopefully you will too.
Zoe, why? Do you hate me that much?
I hate anyone who would treat my mom like that. I never thought you were like that. Oh, and I saw those papers on your desk in your home office. I saw the note you left for Mom threatening her with divorce if she kept up the charade. You even went so far as to get blank divorce papers so she'd think you were serious. I don't know if you really were serious or not, but just the fact that you'd threaten her like that? I never knew you treated Mom like that. You're a tyrant when I'm not around to hear.
Come on, Zoe, a tyrant? Where did you learn a word like that?
I'm in high school, Dad. I'm not a little girl anymore. Anyway, were you serious?
Well, I don't know. I might have been.
You can't say you might have been. You either were or you weren't.
I'm sorry, please stop. I've got to go to the toilet. Let's talk about this when we both get home tonight, okay?
Wait, let me say just one more thing.
What is it?
You know all the medicine was kept in the medicine cabinet in case we ever need it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking some once I get to the bathroom.
Yeah, well, I might have accidentally taken it all out of the house. There's no medicine in the house.
What? You threw it all out?
No, that'd be a waste of money. I've got it in the car. Mom let me drive to school today. You can be just like Mom and suffer through this without any medicine.
Zoe, don't you think you went a little too far?
I went too far. The medicine I took was just over-the-counter stuff. It's not like I threw out any prescription medication. Which do you think is worse, what I did or what you did? Enjoy your day at work, Dad.
My husband apologized to me for what he did. At first, I didn't know why he was apologizing to me. But after talking to Zoe, she explained to me where my medicine had gone that day. My husband really loves our daughter, so when she got angry with him for what he did, he knew he'd gone too far. But just apologizing to me wasn't enough for Zoe, because she'd seen the note Elliot left for me along with the divorce papers.
That's the real reason why she stopped talking to him and why we were both considering moving out. However, after what Zoe did to my husband's breakfast, he started doing some research on his own and found out that I'm not the only woman in the world with this condition, and that I wasn't trying to trick anyone just to have a few days to relax. I don't think I'll be able to forgive my husband for the way he treated me, or for secretly taking my medicine from me. But after seeing all our things packed up and after eating Zoe's special breakfast, Elliot apologized to me from the bottom of his heart, and he swore that he'd never make light of my condition again. I could see in his eyes that he meant what he was saying. So Zoe and I decided not to move out and to give him another chance. I realize it must be hard for men to understand PMS, especially when my condition is much worse than most other women's. But I had hoped that at least my own husband would be able to understand. After this whole incident, I think he understands a little better than before. We'll see how he acts regarding it in the coming months. But after being scolded about it by his own daughter, I think he's learned his lesson. He's already started preparing for next month by asking me to teach him how to do the laundry when I'm in too much pain to do it for him. It isn't much, but I think it's a good start.